Hi everyone, and hello to all the pageant fans all over the world, the universe rather, and to my old subscribers, to my new subscribers and returning viewers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're watching this episode right now and you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Help me to grow this channel and to reach a milestone here in YouTube simply by clicking the subscribe button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. In today's episode here in my channel, let's talk about the interview challenge in Miss Universe Philippines 2022. For me, this is the most important challenge in this year's competition because this challenge will test their intelligence, their ability to think fast and how they can deliver and give concrete answers to different questions. Let's start this episode now. Let's start with Albay. It's already given that she will deliver in this round of competition. I love her tone, her spontaneity, her enunciation, her diction. She speaks with clarity and she's very engaging. Next is Baguio City. To be honest with you guys, for me, she's trying hard to be engaging in this challenge. For me, she lacks a proper pauses all throughout her interview challenge. She speaks so fast but not spontaneous. Next is Bohol, and it's already given that Miss Bohol can really ace or perform so well in this interview challenge because it's her strength after all. She managed to smoothly answer each question with confidence. Next is Cebu City. She did a great job in this challenge of the competition. She speaks with confidence. She's very articulate and very spontaneous all throughout her interview challenge, and she also gave conviction with her answers. So I love her performance in this interview challenge. Next is Cebu Province. The way she introduced herself was very engaging and she doesn't sound scripted at all. She also gave justice to her answers. So I love her performance in this challenge. She's very pleasant all throughout this challenge. Next is Davao del Norte. She's very pleasant all throughout this challenge. I love her speaking ability because there was clarity and proper pauses. Plus, she managed to give a concrete answers to every question. Next is Giginto, Bulacan. She was very conversational all throughout this challenge. Plus, she managed to answer those questions effectively. Next is Iloilo Province. She did great in this challenge as she displayed confidence. She speaks with clarity and she's very articulate. Aside from being spontaneous, she was very engaging and really gave an in-depth answer to every question. So good job to Miss Iloilo Province. Next is La Union. She started just fine introducing herself, but at the latter part of the interview challenge, it's not the proper way on how she should answer those questions because it's not so queenly for me. Una just did great and has a pleasant aura or personality all throughout her interview challenge. Next is Lapu-Lapu City. She speaks so calmly with poise and elegance, and she also managed to display intelligence all throughout her interview challenge. Next is Las Piñas. She did pretty well in this interview challenge. And I think what she really needs to improve on is proper pauses whenever she speaks. Next is Lucena City. And just like Miss Las Piñas City, she did pretty well in this interview challenge. And the only opportunity that I think that she needs to improve on is to have a proper pauses whenever she speaks. Next is Makati City. What a composure she maintained all throughout her interview challenge. What I like about her interview challenge is that she doesn't sound scripted at all compared to her Kumu Miss Universe application in the past. I love her proper pauses whenever she speaks. I love how straightforward she is in giving her answer to each questions. She did pretty well in this round of competition. So good job to Miss Makati City. Next is Malolos, Bulacan. She did good during the interview challenge. However, I think she speaks so fast. That's the only opportunity that I've noticed all throughout her interview challenge. Next is Mandaue City. If Mandaue City did pretty well during the runway challenge, but it's not the same thing that happened during her interview challenge because I was not really impressed with her overall performance because she gave shallow answers to every questions. This is Misamis Oriental. I love her speaking ability. She speaks with proper pauses, tone. She was very calm and very convincing as well all throughout her interview challenge. So good job to Miss Misamis Oriental. Next is Northern Samar. She's very straightforward and gave concrete answer to every questions. She displayed intelligence all throughout her interview challenge. Next is Pasay. It's not all about beauty for Miss Pasay. What I like about her is the confidence that she displayed all throughout this challenge. Disregard the accent, but for me, she managed to deliver effectively the best way that she can. Plus, she also gave a sensible answer to each questions. So good job for Miss Pasay City. Next is San Juan City. She displayed comfortability all throughout this challenge. She was very relaxed and bubbly at the same time. Next is San Pablo. She managed to think fast and answer those questions. However, for me, it was not the proper way on how she should answer a question in a beauty pageant. Next is Sultan Kudarat. She started so good introducing herself, but she was not able to maintain her spontaneity all throughout this challenge. Next is Taguig City. She struggled all throughout her interview challenge. And if you watch her interview challenge, it's pretty obvious that she lacks of self-confidence and she sounded not so prepared with her interview. And sad to say, for me, she only gave shallow answers to each questions. So that'd be all for today's episode here in my channel. I'll see you guys on my next episode. Always remember to stay kind because you can never go wrong with kindness. I love you all.